Broadway star Kristin Chenoweth is now sharing her philosophy about life, love, and faith, the emotional reunion with her birth mother, and what she's saying about her upcoming marriage. Kristin Chenoweth, welcome to Nightline. We're so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here and to see you again, sir.
Right? We first met back in 2008. You were kind and gracious and wonderful then. You're kind and gracious and wonderful now.
Thank you.
You're covering it up now, but I was blinded by that ring a little earlier. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I got engaged last year.
Congratulations.
And we're actually going to try to do it this year.
Breaking news. Do we have a date yet?
Well, I'll tell you later.
Okay. Oh, nice. Well, congratulations. All right. So we want to talk about your new book, right? You're a New York Times bestselling author, but your new book, I'm No Philosopher, But I Got Thoughts. I read it. It's a wonderful book. Yeah. What prompted you to write it, and what's the spirit of the book from your perspective?
Well, remember when COVID first hit us all? I went from 110 to 0. And I don't know how you felt, Byron, but for me, I was like, what now? How am I going to stay creative? What am I going to do? I looked through my journals, and I was like, maybe the book could kind of be this. I did want it to be an inspirational book, but I also wanted it to be just a shot of joy and showing the darkness of me, too, and making people laugh. And that's how it happened. I mean,
you certainly talk about Scripture and your relationship as a proud Christian woman, but also you drop a couple F-bombs in this book.
It happens. It happens. I'm not sure how my mom and dad feel about that, but I think being a Christian doesn't always mean that you're just perfect. My grandma, and I write about this in the book, gave me a great piece of advice when I was in college. And she said, well, you know what I do? When I read the Bible, I take the meat that serves me well, but I don't choke on a bone. Some in my faith would call it cherry picking. But to me, no, it's not. It's just taking what serves you most and moving on from something that doesn't.
You have this wonderful book coming out. You also have this wonderful TV show on Apple TV, Schmigadoon, which you're the star. We're going to take a quick clip. We're going to look at it, and we're going to talk about that on the backside.
You got it.
We've got strife and tribulation. Strife and tribulation. Grief and consternation. Grief and consternation. Strife and tribulation. In Schmigadoon.
The show takes place in the 1940s, but that voice is timeless.
Thank you.
Tell me about the show, why you enjoy doing it, because we see the edgy part of you.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun character. I love the concept of the show. Keegan-Michael Key and Cecily Strong, two of my heroes, play the leads. They're normal people who get trapped in a musical.
Why won't you just answer the question?
Then he says,
fine, yes, if it's a way to get out of here.
And it's an ode to not just music theater lovers, but to people who don't necessarily like the music theater and to the golden age of musicals.
One of the many things I appreciate about you, your amazing gifts, your remarkable voice. I think of your great work in productions like Wicked.
Thank you.
Right? And some of the songs now are even popular again on TikTok.
I know.
It's awesome.
be popular. You're gonna be popular.
This incredible gift that you have, and you recognize as a gift, comes from a painful place, from your father, your mother, and how you embrace it all.
Yeah. When I was born, I was adopted to the best parents ever, Junie and Jerry Chenoweth. I mean, God knew what he was doing when he put me in that house. But every year on my birthday, I write about this in my book. I used to go into a bedroom by myself and say, dear Lord, if my birth mom can hear me, or could you just give her some feelings that I love her so much, and that I'm happy. Many years later, I met her, and she goes, you're me, I'm you. I was like, I'm you, you're me. It was just crazy. And then she said, are you mad at me? I said, mad at you? No, I love you, you gave me life, and my parents gave me a life. And she said, you know, every year on your birthday, every year on your birthday, I would go into a room, I would thank God for you and say, if she can feel me, if you could let her know that I'm thinking of her. And so when we talked, we found that each other was doing the same thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No matter how often I talk about it, it's still emotional.
Hey, that's understandable. I have to say, right, we've known each other since 2008. There seems to be a sense in your eyes and your spirit, a full happiness. As you sit across from each other years later, it feels like whatever that was, you found it.
I did. It took me a while. And I went through some wonderful men and some turds, like everybody. But I found a great man. And he lifts me up. He's my rock. I'm his rock. We are soul friends and lovers. And I just love that Josh. I'm so lucky I found him.
And he's a lucky man as well. We are lucky to have you on Nightline. Come back anytime. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to see you, my friend.
You too, Byron.
God bless.
Love ya.
Kristin Chenoweth's new book, I'm No Philosopher, But I Got Thoughts, is now available.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.